Hey everyone, and welcome back to another reaction. So today I'm going to be covering a band that I have some experience with. So today we're looking at Ad Infinitum, and I believe it's pronounced Ad Infinitum, and their song Upside Down. Now this song came out, I believe it was last year. I think it said 9 months ago, so that would be what, probably October, November last year. But essentially, I have listened to the first album from Ad Infinitum. I believe they've released 3 as of time of recording. I've listened to the first album in its entirety. It was very good. I've heard some of Melissa Bonney's vocals from her work in Dark Side of the Moon, where specifically one of the songs that I really enjoyed was their cover of May It Be, which is an Enya song. Enya I'm a big fan of. It was in the Lord of the Rings films, and they did a cover of it with Charlotte Wessels, who is one of my favourite vocalists. And so when I found out after that video that Melissa Bonney was actually the vocalist and in a sense the creator of Ad Infinitum, a band that I had heard the name of before, I was like, right, I need to just get around to it and check them out. So I listened to the first album. I was like, this is fantastic. But they seemed like a band that I definitely wanted to cover in some capacity on the channel, because I would love to hear other people's thoughts on them. From what I know of Melissa's vocals, they are absolutely fantastic. Her cleans are great, but also she has some incredible harsh vocalization. I've got nothing but respect for Melissa and the music that she's made. So I wanted to try out one of their newer songs that I haven't heard yet and put it onto the channel and see what people thought. So without any further ado, we're just going to get started. This is the music video for Upside Down. Just straight in there. Oh, look at his headless guitar. Oh my god. Oh, it's a very poppy sound to it, isn't it? It really does have quite a poppy sound for symphonic metal. I like it a lot. We'll see where it goes. Okay, so immediately, as I said, it's got quite a poppy sound, but in a great way. It sounds fantastic. And it sounds so catchy. I'm already absolutely loving the energy that's going on in this song right now. I just want to give a shout out again for his headless guitar. I don't know what model that is. I'm very confused by it. So it is it an electronic guitar, as in like the Z-tar that Pendulum uses, for example? Because it looks like a normal guitar. If it's a normal guitar, where are the tuning pegs? I seem to be missing them. I need to look up the model afterwards and see, because I'm really curious. But the guitar just coming in blasting straight away. But that first verse gave me almost Cascada vibes. It was really catchy and really nice to listen to. And Melissa's vocals are fantastic. Like, they're so powerful. And that's the thing. Like the power that I've spoken about in some of my Demi Lovato videos, actually. The power in the vocals can really lend itself to a kind of poppy sound, because power and purity of sound kind of cut through all of the noise. In pop music, that's not so much of an issue because there isn't as much noise. But in metal, it can work so well because it can cut past the guitar, the bass, the drums, everything, the synths, orchestra, whatever you've got in there, and it can get through and you can vocals make out the words. It's absolutely fantastic. I'm really loving the kind of bouncy energy it's got going to it. It really feels like this would be one that could actually be played on the radio, which is crazy. The idea of Ad Infinitum coming on the radio when I'm just driving down the road would be amazing. I don't listen to the radio, so I'll never hear it, but it would be amazing to see. But what we're going to do is we're going to just keep going from here. I'm going to go back a little bit just to catch the lead into the break. Yeah, I really want to know what that guitar is. I'm sure I'll look it up afterwards and write it down here. But if not, please let me know in the comments what that guitar is, because I love the headless look. I also wonder if we're going to get any harsh vocals in this song. I assume there'll be a breakdown, but just the style so far, I'm thinking it could easily go without. Like, that tone is just gorgeous. Oh, the nice wee high layer there. It's so good. Was this must have been released as a single, I assume. That's why it's a music video. Alright, okay, so we're clearly right about to get into harsh vocals, which is amazing. I'm so sorry for pausing there. Would it be a reaction channel if you didn't pause at an inopportune moment? We're going to go back a little bit to make sure that we catch the lead in from the chorus to that harsh vocal section. But her voice is just incredible. The layers that they're doing, the really high layer they did at one point sounded brilliant. It gave like a nice oomph to the sound. Then there's some interesting kind of layers and dynamics going on through the chorus. But it's just so bouncy. That's the thing about it. It's so bouncy. It's so catchy. And when I say catchy, I don't mean that I've learned all the words. I definitely haven't learned all the words. If you're new to the channel, I am awful at remembering words and even really picking out words in songs, to be honest. It takes me a few listens and a read of the lyrics to really get these sorts of stories, which is not conducive for a first time reaction. But I pick out more in the musicality and the production and that sort of thing. That's what really jumps out to me on a first listen. The guitars, nothing necessarily to write home about. They're doing the job, they're doing great. The drums sound like they're doing great as well. Just to also to mention, as I said, I assume this was a single that was released off of the third album because it's got its own music video. And if it was released as a single, it's a perfect choice for that because it's that poppy song that can really hook people in and can get more of a general audience interested, which some people don't like. But I like when you have a couple of songs that you could recommend to a friend who might not like metal and say, hey, give this a go. Because I think that's really important for expanding and getting more people into the genre. Let's keep going. That horn sound. Woo. That guitar is gorgeous. What a solo as well. It sounds so good. That's a proper like electronic bit. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause here because I wanted to go back and listen to the breakdown and solo section again. We can go from here probably. Yeah, I wanted to listen to that again because the harsh vocals were brilliant, but I get basically distracted from it because of that horn sound that came in at the start of both like phrases. I wonder if that's literally just like a tuba or something that they got. Well, they probably didn't get a tuba, they probably would have programmed it. But I wonder if it is like a brass instrument that they got for that or if it's just like a synth thing. But let's give it a go. So this is the end of the chorus into the harsh section. Yeah, it's so interesting, that horn. Her harsh vocals are insane, honestly, she's so good. So talented. And this solo was gorgeous. I want to pause quickly here because I want to count the strings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stringed. 8 string guitar. It's interesting because symphonic metal bands, you wouldn't expect to see 8 strings from them. I mean, even a lot of the Spirit Box I see uses 7 strings. Meshuggah I think probably used 7 or 8 strings. You don't normally see it from a symphonic metal band, especially in a pop sounding song using an 8 string. So that's very interesting. But it's a gorgeous guitar. I think you do see wee tuning pegs up the top, so maybe it's just along the top. And then it goes into this like proper cascada electronic section. Ooh, we love a key change. Gotta love a key change. Just the vocals are just incredible. And it's so you can bounce to it, you know? Wonder if we'll get any harshes for before the end, or if it's going to be kept to a minimum. Oh, wee bit of orchestra. And there it is, just over. I mean, that's incredible. The song just kind of came and went. I feel like I want to go back again and just catch the last section there from the electronics. Probably would it be here? Yes, this is the end of the solo. So we'll go from here and just listen to that last section again. Yeah, the fact that it's got an electronic section, like a Euro, a kind of 2000s Eurobeat type electronic section in the middle, followed by the final chorus, which is a key change up. You know, very, very typical thing to do is to throw in a key change in your last chorus, just to give it an extra bit of gravitas. Not only that, but it also just sounds incredible. Like a key change at the end of a song. A lot of people don't like it. I love it. I'm a sucker for a key change, I'm not gonna lie. It's very interesting how the song is just almost beat for beat a pop song with metal instrumentals. There's just a couple of harsh vocals in the middle, and I think it's sensible if you're looking for this song to be one that could possibly outreach and bring more people onto Ad Infinitum and onto metal as a whole. I think having minimal harsh vocals is sensible. Although we love harsh vocals, and you know, Melissa's harsh vocals are always fantastic. A lot of people are put off by them until they kind of understand how they work and what is so enjoyable and cool about them. And so I think it's sensible to do that for an outreach song, to try and bring people in by minimising the harsh vocals. But I'm glad we got some in there. You know, it's not a pure pop song. Let's finish this song out. But yeah, it's just so bouncy. Like, you can imagine this at a gig just sending the crowd wild, you know? It gives me a lot of Delane as well in that sound. Delane are very good at that pop metal sound. And I love that it brings in a little bit of orchestra, and then it just cuts. And then it just cuts out, and that's it. Like that's the song done. I love that, you know. They had a song to do, they did the song, they left. That's all you needed. Absolutely beautiful. But with that, I think we'll just go straight to our final thoughts. So yes, obviously this has been a shorter video than I actually normally do, which is funny because it's not that short as far as a reaction goes to a just barely over 3 minute song, bear in mind, because I'm paused on 3 minutes 25 seconds. This started 6 seconds in. The actual song's probably just over 3 minutes long. And yet, this does feel like one of the shorter reactions because it was just go. You know, it started, and once the song started, the energy just went, and then the song was over, and it was like that was it basically. But it was fantastic. It's the kind of song you could very easily listen to over and over. You know, you could imagine hearing it on BBC Radio 1 or something like that, which I've seen BBC Radio 1 play Architects before. Quite a few times play Architects, Bring Me Horizon, all that, so I have no doubt that they could play Ad Infinitum. I had loved that song. That has got to be probably one of my favourite Ad Infinitum songs that I've heard so far. I think a lot of that lends to just the catchiness of it, because when you think of a lot of other Ad Infinitum songs, at least the ones that I've heard on, you know, album 1, the guitar work, the storytelling, the vocals are a bit more complicated, and I love the complicated stuff, and some of those can easily be my favourite songs. They can be my favourite songs whilst also not being ones I would listen to necessarily regularly, and that's not a slight on the songs at all. That's literally just, you know, it's not the kind of song you're going to listen to all the time, but when it comes on, you're like, this is incredible. But this is the kind of song that is just an earworm. It makes you feel good. It keeps the energy going. It really, you know, it would come on in a playlist and you'd be like, oh hell yes, and singing along to every word. That's not what I look for from every song, but that's what I like getting from songs. And I think they've done a fantastic job with this. Melissa's vocals, absolutely incredible. Her cleans are, I know she started as more of a harsh vocalist, so the fact that her cleans are so good as well, it's just not fair, to be honest with you. It's just unfair. Some of us are struggling to even manage to get the harsh vocals, and she can just do both what sounds so effortlessly, and it sounds incredible. That guitar was very cool. The solo was very nice. It was genuinely a very good solo, considering it's in the middle of what I would consider to be a kind of poppy style metal song. So it was a genuinely very good solo that I think would make a lot of people appreciate why people like guitar solos. Yeah, the song did what it needed to do, didn't outstay its welcome, came and it went, and I will very much be listening to this on repeat, I have no doubt. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the reaction. If you got this far, please leave a like, it really does help out the channel. Also, please do leave a comment saying what you thought of this song. I can imagine that some people maybe wouldn't like it because it's got that bit more of a poppy sound. I think it's fantastic, and I love when bands do things like this, because there's a perfect place for an album-long metal opera. But sometimes you just want a song that you can put on and enjoy, and it's a good fun. And this is one of those songs, and so I would love to hear what you think of it. Thank you very much for watching. I upload on this channel every Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 5 PM UK time, so you know where to find me. And please do stick around, please do subscribe if you enjoyed. I do a mix of metal, pop, rock, everything in between, EDM. We're going to try and get some more variety on the channel. Give me some suggestions of other songs you would like to see, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.